When in your life do you or don't you have or see freedom?
Well, I live in the UK. It's one of the, in my opinion, it's one of the freest societies in the world that you could live in. So there's a lot of economic freedom in terms of what I can do with my money, how I choose to spend it. There's a lot of personal liberties and freedoms that I enjoy in terms of expressing my own views and opinions. Um, there still exists a lot of freedom of movement. As a British citizen, I can travel to many parts of the world without a lot of hassle. Arguably, post Brexit, some of those freedoms have been slightly curtailed, but nevertheless, we still enjoy a lot of freedom of movement. And of course, there's a lot of political freedom. And by and large, we still operate without a tremendous amount of manipulation or foreign interference. So, on a daily basis, those are the freedoms that I'm very aware of.
Does judgment from society restrict your freedom to present yourself how you wish? If so or not, why?
Perhaps in the current climate, a little bit more than usual. And that is perhaps because of various political movements within the country and also the rise of social media, which means that it might be a vocal minority, but some of the rhetoric is can be vile, and you have to be conscious about who you're engaging with, especially as a person of color, also as an immigrant. Even though I'm a British citizen now, I am clearly of foreign origin. So you don't entirely know who you're dealing with online, especially on social media or even on the streets. So I think to some extent there is that.
How do you think freedom has changed since World War II or in your lifetime?
I think, especially as far as the West is concerned, as time goes by and World War II becomes a distant memory, I fear that many people probably take it for granted that this is what it is, and we're free and we're not a threat. And I think that's a risk because there are elements within and outside of our societies who are out to attack our freedoms for various gains, whether it is political, whether it is economic gain. And I fear that even though largely we are still free, there are more threats, and perhaps not enough people appreciate that freedom is not something that you can take for granted. It is something that you have to be mindful of and fight for sometimes. And some of those things are coming to the surface now with certain geopolitical events taking place in the world.
How do things such as race, gender, disability, sexuality, age, and wealth affect you or other people's freedom?
I think I've been very fortunate in the 21 years that I've been in the UK. I'm from India originally, that I've had no negative experiences, nothing outward anyway. In the last few years, I think the anti-immigrant rhetoric online, on the news, in the media, does make you more conscious because you wonder, what people are thinking. Do you actually have a real right to criticize the country? Because politically now this is my country. I am a citizen, I am a taxpayer, I'm a resident. So what happens in this country affects me and my family directly. And yet, because I could be seen as being foreign because of my accent, my name, my religion, the color of my skin, it does make you more conscious about what kind of debate you can have. So, yeah, it does. And it's the same thing. It's a concern for my daughter as well. She's half French, half Indian, and yet 100% Surrey. But you do wonder whether she will be seen as being British. she feels British, but will everyone around her continue to see her as being British? So that's a point of consideration for me.
Can you tell me a place or places where you have or see freedom?
I hope this doesn't sound funny, but London is, I think it's one of the most, if not the most magnificent city in the world. Like the diversity you see there, not just in terms of race, but in terms of people's backgrounds, people's orientation, you name it, you could find it there. And everyone largely just coexists there without a significant amount of friction, considering it's a city of 20-something million people. So the friction that you see there is normal for any country, but for any kind of environment of that size. But I don't think it's evident, the diversity there. So that's, so on the personal liberties front, definitely, but even when you look at the diversity of enterprise, industry, business, the economic activity going on over there, it's not just the financial capital, it's also the media capital, it's also technology, everything. There's so many different kinds of people doing different kinds of things. So I definitely feel very alive in London. I feel very comfortable there.